Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I've just been painting some drawers. I've painted them, well, my daughter mixed a few paint colours together and it's kind of giving it like a vintagey bluey grey colour we're calling it. We're calling it vintage blue. So that's the colour we've made up out of a few nearly empty tins. It's a set of drawers with 4 in, nothing special, but I thought I'd do a bit of glass beading, which I haven't filmed for a while, so I thought I might as well bring you along to refresh your memories. All I'm using is the Galeria acrylic mediums and it's glass beads textured gel. Can you see that? Oh no, you can't see it, can you? And I get this from Hobbycraft. It's always in the art department. Now I was going to use that, but that's a bit too big. I want a little one, I think. How's everyone doing? Hope we're all okay. Wow. And I think what I shall do is when I've done this, I shall give it a coat and then we'll either age it or I'll white wax it. I'm not sure yet. So, and I always break these things off because they drive me mad. So. And then all I do is try and keep your stencil flat. I didn't put no tape on because they're not that long dry really, and I don't want it pulling up my paint. You want to make sure everywhere's got a coat. Try and keep it the same thickness because obviously whatever thickness you do it, it'll come through. So don't be too tight and try not to pull the beads out of the of where it's gone in. If you press on too hard like that, you see, you'll pull it out and then all you'll be left with is like the paste, no beading. So, right, there we are. That's one. Now, if it dried like that, it'd be lovely, but it doesn't. It dries like quite clear. So I'll get another drawer because obviously I'll have to wash it to flip it over to do that one with. So. And just take your time, there's no rush. Like I say, try and keep it as flat as you can get it. And then go again. This stuff, with it, it's quite heavy. Well, not quite heavy, but you know, like instead of stenciling, just paint. So it tends to hold itself into place quite well. Unless you get a suction and pull it up. And then it does absolutely nothing. Nope, I'm just taking the lid off to get rid of some of my excess. I think that will be okay. Lovely. So that's it. It's got a nice, it has quite a depth to it, look, you see, if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. Just get another one. I'll put the lid back on. Right. Yeah, I'd say 4's your minimum really without cleaning it, because we're just starting to get a bit messy. Right, so then what I do, let's just lower you. Now this likes to move on its own when it's lowered this much, so I don't know, hang on a minute. Let's just drop the legs a bit more. I'm not going to be able to show you because this stupid tripod that I've got has got a mind of its own. Can you see there? You can see there, can't you? Well, you can see enough anyway. So then all I do is go over it, because you've got loads and loads of product here, look. And all you can hear is the little glass balls popping all over the place. So, I mean, that scraped off tons. And then I'll just use the tissue to wipe that off, because we've got a lovely little flower printed out on there. Right, I'll just go and wash this. Like I say, I'd just do it with either in a bucket of water outside or with the hose pipe, which is what I'm going to use, and let it go in the grass. But I'll be back in a minute. Right then, so I've cleaned it off, I've turned it over, and obviously my drawers wasn't big enough to get all this top part on, so I taped it off. So all I'm going to do now is tape off that side as well. Just the bottom bit so you don't get any anywhere. It normally just involves that little bit there. And a little bit there. I'm desperate for some new stencils. I wish I could like sell a load of stuff all in one go. So I've got enough money to go and get a few with. Because again, they're not cheap either, are they? Why is nothing cheap in the crafting world, do we think? Right then. So that was all right there and there. I think we've got to heighten you again now, haven't we? So we've raised you up. I'm going to do this side now. So, can you see it that? Yeah. There, lovely. So I'll just show it you. I couldn't show you it before because my daughter was in here painting away, so and she don't want to be on it. So that's the one I've cocked up, look, the second one, so I'm going to have to, I shall scrape that off and redo it in a second, but the other ones look lovely, I think. Oh dear, what's that on your neck? Me? Helena. Perfectly, oh, that might be why she's not laid on the blankets then, because they're all shoved in a pile. I was going to say, perfectly good blankets there to lay on that are all nice and clean, and she's laid on cardboard. So she's just messing with like little side tables and stuff still at present. But she's quite happy. They get her a bit of money, so win-win for all of us, I suppose. But this is a base. I might do some striping on the side, but we'll have to have a look. But I'm going to sort that out before it starts to dry, and then when it's all dry I'll come back. Okay, see you shortly. Hi guys, welcome back. Right then, it's the next day, and as you can see, my glass beading's all dried, and it's actually already taken on quite a lot of the base colour, which is quite nice. So I may just leave it like that. I'm not sure yet. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take the sides, because the base is done. Right, let me see if I can put you where we can see. That's not going to work there, is it? What I want to do, dog chews everywhere, look. What I want to do is take the side. No, yeah, that's not going to be any good like that, is it? So I'm going to have to put it on something. Dog blanket, I think. 2 dog blankets. So I don't want it damaging now, do I? So if I lay it on its side, can you guys actually see it that? I bet you can't there, can you? Right, hang on. We're moving. I'm moving you to another one. Yeah, perfect. Right. I've got this one, this tape, but I don't think I've got enough to do both sides. I'd have liked to have used the thicker one, but there's a ½ inch difference, so it's going to have to be this one, I think. It's a new roll. No, I don't like it dead sticky. No good for anything except pulling up paint when it's dead sticky. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to line this one up. Off. I'll put a piece there. And a piece up here. And then away we go again. it's next to. Take this one off. I'd recommend always taking off the excess sticky if you can, because obviously it's newly painted and you certainly don't want it to be pulling your paint up, do you? And I bet mine does, because it does every time, it don't matter what I do. Right, and then it will just be a little thin one down the edge. Oh dear, have you been kicked outside? Oh dear. Okay, so then we'll just remove them, and then we've got to, oh, I hate having to rub it all down hard. The trick is to do it as quickly as you can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Mod Podge. I don't want a huge difference. And someone said to me, why not use Mod Podge? It'll give it a slight sheen as such. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Am I doing that, or am I going to put a little bit of white wax on? We'll try this first, I think, because we've not tried it before. So, what's the worst that could happen? As well, I like to say. I haven't got anything to tip a bit of Mod Podge in because I'm out of my dishes. So, we've just got to wing it. There you go. Now I don't know if this is going to work or not. Yeah, we'll soon see, not we? If not, I shall. You getting stuck? Hey, we had collar on. You're alright, yeah. You're trying to squeeze into gaps that you can't do. Right. So all we can do is wait and see when it's dried and see what it looks like. I'm not going to what I'm wanting is a slight shimmer, so I'm hoping that that will be enough, but with that being so thin I don't think it'll take long to dry. So shall we move back on to the drawers? And now you've gone again. What are you doing? Hey! What are you doing? Oh, she's not entertaining the camera today. Hey, yeah. Are you talking? Hey. Oh dear. Life's so hard, isn't it, eh? Yeah. So hard. Right. Oh. Well, here we go. He's out with bloody tools again. Right then. Let's get some of this moved out the way. Bring up a drawer. Right, can we see? We can see. So I'm going to use the furniture finishing wax from B&Q, and it's a matte white. So we're going to have a look what this looks like. It's the same as that little tin I used, but I just thought, because I liked it, I thought I'd better pick up a big tin before they decide to stop selling it. So right, what shall I wipe it off with? Shall I use it like a slightly damp cloth? I think I will. I'll just wet it. Right, so sorry guys, I'm having to do a bit of a voiceover. Is taking wheels off of cars, and we've got a bit of a session going off, so, and it does my head in, so it sounds even louder on the recording. So I'm just going to do a voiceover for this small part. I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I've dampened a cloth and I'm just wiping off the excess of the white wax. You've got to be really careful though when you're going across the beads, because obviously, you know, they stick up in the air and you don't want to rip everything off. Looking at it, I'm not quite sure whether I like it or not, but I'm like trying to get out, you know, like the excess white around the edges. I want like a very faint kind of look all over, but so now I'm debating, do I carry on or do I wipe it off? Looking at it, do you know what I mean? There's like, I don't know, it's kind of highlighted it a bit too much. It's like a smear. It's not highlighted it the way I thought it might do as such. But knowing me, I think we just carry on. Let me just bring it back up again. I think there's still too much on. And I'm just thinking that we all know how fussy people are. So if I don't kind of, I think anyway, that if I don't try and rectify it a bit now, I may be repainting it again in a couple of weeks. And no one's had it. So I think if I just take a little bit. You don't see it till you put it on the floor, you know. Sorry, I'm messing on the floor here. Right, so let's do it again, but we're not put quite so much on, I don't think. Do we like the look of that? So it's all over. That might not look too bad, you know. Oh, I've not turned you again, have I? Sorry. Do you see what I mean? It's like quite... I don't know. I think I like it on here. I just don't like all this standing out quite so much. I think we'll try doing, just taking a little bit off again. Oops. You will hear the beads popping off, because obviously they're only in the gel, so like I say, just try and be gentle as you can. And then just lightly go over where I've rubbed. I'm not sure, but it's only a bit of wax, so if we change his mind, we can just take it off again. So I think I'll add a bit more onto there again, on this bit, where I'd taken it off from originally, because I think I quite like that, just not loads of it. I don't know what this is. These bits are brown. All I can think is that it was something that was in the beaded gel. Because as we know, I'm not very attentive to my products, am I? So I'm assuming it's been cross-contaminated with some other colour or something or other. Let's see. I'll show you in a second anyway. We'll have a quick pan over. Here's cracker. I'm surprised I've got any hair left on my head. The amount that falls out every day. Right then. Let's pick you up again and we'll just give you a quick show. Now I'm hoping we haven't got anything to compare it to except the flatness of that blue there as such. But like I say, I'm not going to touch all that. Well, I don't think I am. But this is all this done. And I've just peeled back the tape and I think it's done what we want it to do. So I'll take this one off because this one will be easy enough to put away. Our lot tape's coming off. Right. but I don't know, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Can you see just there the difference in like a slight shine and a knot? You can in real life rather a lot, so what we'll do is we'll pop you there and I'll start taking them off and see if we can see. Oh, you can, I think you can see now, can't you? And that, once it's had a little bit of a wipe over, is all that I wanted, just a tiny bit for someone to think, you've striped that, but you haven't striped it. It's not like some silk colour, or it's still a bit wet in places, but like I say, that'll wipe off. Oh. Oh, I'm pleased with that then. It's not pulled a lot off at all. Right, can you guys see? Oh, you can see that, can't you? I've got all my tape attached to my tripod. So do you see what I mean? It's given a sheen on a flat. Like I say, I've got two. Just like this and little bits like this where it's, you know, and I've only got a tiny little bit of paint to touch up, so that's really good. Oh yes, I'm quite pleased with that. So I'll stand it up, if I can stand you up without ripping all the tape, and then we'll have a look. Right, I'm hoping you can see. I'm moving it, trying to get it into, you know, so it kind of shimmers on it, and it's only doing it at the top because obviously there's no light on the bottom bit. But if you can see all around the top part how it's just a faint different line, I'm really pleased with that. I'm glad I gave that a go. And like I say, all that was just using Mod Podge, and it just gives you that slight two-tone effect without being in your face, and it doesn't have to be in any sort of light here. It really stands out in person. So I've just touched them couple of bits up with paint, and I'm going to do the other side. Alright, so I'll come back when I've done that one. Right, and as you can see, I've now done the other side, and I've took, because we know it works now, I've taken the tape off straight away, so it's not left that funny little edge that I've got to wipe down on the other side. So I'm really pleased. So I'll leave this to dry. I'm still not sure about this. I think I'll stand it up and put it all together and see what it looks like. So I'll be back in a minute. Right then, this is it back in its drawers. You can't tell a difference on camera as much as you can. You can if you do it like that. The difference in the drawers. I think I like it. I do think I've got a bit too much of the wax though around the flowers. Now on the camera it kind of blurs it. the wax, but in real life you can actually tell what it is, if you know what I mean. But if I just show you quick down the side, that's looking really nice. And like I say, it's just going to be enough, and that's the one that's dry. So I think that's just added enough to it where I don't think it'll put anybody off. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know. But I've got to have a look for some knobs now anyway to put on. So I'll just have a quick look. Right then, this is it done. I'm really pleased. What do we think? I've used my glass knobs like normal. So that's it up close. We've got a resident spider already. I've only just brought it outside for photos. But I do quite like that. And then as you can see, where do we need to be? Well, we haven't got the right light, have we? Not very good, is it? I'm trying to... Shall I just keep going round and round until... No, we're not going to see that side. Oh, well, let's see if we can get the other side. Oh, isn't it a nuisance? I think you can see. I can't get to show you any better than that, really. But it looks really nice. You know, I mean, me just walking here, you can really see it. But obviously the light's not right today. So that's it. So I hope you liked it. I've learnt something new today, so hopefully you have too. If you did like it, please like, subscribe and comment below. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys, bye.